Hello and welcome to part 81. Like usual, check the description for any timestamps you want to jump to. Otherwise, thanks for sticking around for the play-by-play. We recently had this moat dug out on the southwest. If we were to get our water flowing now, we'd be able to fill all of this out. But we are still working on the north side and the northeast. We gotta dig this out. Let's increase the speed here for our people. We're going to be getting this section ready for another tower to be put in. Once that tower's put in, we'll be able to get the water flowing. We also have a little bit more here we're digging out on the north side. There's a little bit of clay that we had here underneath our wall. We just want to get this taken care of. We started digging on the inside as well. Not so much of a priority right now. Want to keep everyone digging mainly on the outside. The tower is what we want to focus on. Looks like we can fill in a little bit of soil here. Let's take a look down these layers. Alright, once we get this filled in, we'll be able to start mining out a little bit more. Slow down the speed here just a little bit. Extortion. Faithful Sons of England. They don't seem to like us much lately. We'll come back to them in a bit. They're hostile. No sense giving into them, they'll be hostile to us anyway. Slow the game down a little bit. Let's take a look here. We'll see if there's any more coal to dig out. If not, we'll start putting in dirt here. Let's get some more soil filled in here. Let's increase that speed a little bit. Not a whole lot of work will be getting done during the night shift. Most of our night shift team is focused on making food. You can see we have a fair amount of meals. We do have a lot of people. We got 51 people right now. We'll have another one shortly. 71% here. Let's take a look. How are we doing for raw materials? Do we have enough wood that we can outfit a few more of these rooms? Start putting in the basics. They'll keep our people busy for a little while. You know what, before we put this in, let's dig out this clay underneath. Let's get that dug out. We'll fill that in. And we'll fill the piece above it that we were just about to fill in. Let's pause this for a moment. Settlers are idle. Let's get our people to mine out a little bit more here. We should send someone to negotiate. It'll take a little while for people to get there. We're going to tell them no. Alright, let's see what we will be dealing with if they decide to attack. 14 archers. A lot of thugs. What was that, 9 thugs? Alright, they'll be coming in a few hours. We lost alignment towards them. We're at minus 100 now. Alright. They'll be here in a few hours. We'll be able to prepare. So let's slow down the game right now. And let's go take a look at our people. We can start slowly putting on helmets for them. Let's go take a look in the basement. Alright. They are almost here. Imminent. Let's start drafting our people. We'll get everyone inside on the walls. Alright, we're not sure which side they're going to come from. Let's just go and put our people in the northeast corner. Alright, looks like we went back to the start of the list, so I'll have to reposition a few of our people shortly. Let's double check everyone's drafted. Okay, looks good. Let's set this to be locked. We'll get that locked shortly. Alright, 56 enemies have appeared. Let's see. Looks like they're in the northeast. Do we have any traps waiting for them? Looks like our fire traps here have been set off recently. I have one further down here, a little bit to the west of where they are. I don't think they're gonna head for that. Maybe we'll get lucky. Thankfully, I got a little bit lucky and set up our people here in the northeast where they luckily spawned. Let's move our people into position. I put a few of our warriors up here at the top. Let's get them moved back here by the entrance. See if anyone here is doubled up. We can move them around. Alright. We have people here that are close to the armory. Let's get some helmets put on. You four are ready. You four are ready. Let's move you back up here. Alright. We're shooting. Alright. Let's pause this for a moment. Make sure our door is locked. Let's undraft you. Get you to lock this door. First blood, looks like you were downed. Looks like some free food here for us, quite a lot. There's 2 animals there. Maybe we'll pick that up after. Alright, gate is closed. draft you, move you back here. I feel like I'm missing a warrior. Let's go take a look and see where our warriors are. Rob here is supposed to be a warrior. You know what? We'll leave you for now, Rob. We'll get you changed shortly, though. But hopefully right now, it'll be more useful to have you here shooting. Oh, Paranel, your weapon broke. Let's pause this. Let's go take a look. Paranel, you're on this side. You're right by an armory. No problem. We'll get you a new weapon soon. Alright. You got a weapon. Let's get you back up here. How's the gate doing? Looks like it's taken some damage. You know, it looks like a fair amount of them actually ran by this trap here, just didn't get set off. It's too bad. Our people have taken some hits. See if we can move a few of our people into a safer location. Let's get you put by the entrance here. Looks like a few more of our people have taken some hits. Fortunately, that doesn't matter. We won. 47 enemies died. Alright. How many are left? Let's take a look. 9. See how many of them will get away. Alright, quite a lot of them made it away. Five of them. Alright. Let's go and undraft our people. Drop these helmets. Alright, looks good. Let's set this to keep open. We'll have to get this repaired before it actually gets left open. Let's allow all of this to be picked up. Not sure if we had anything over here. Anyone died in this area. Zoom out a bit, double click these corpses, get these all urgently hauled, and then let's go and get these animals picked up as well. Won't say no to some free food, some fancy fox leather, hopefully. And while we're in this area, let's get all of this digging assigned. Settlers' wounds need tending. Settlers are suffering from the cold. Why are you not wearing a hat? So we'll see if we can get something put on real quick for you. Just the one settler suffering? Okay. Let's take a look here, see what we can fill in for dirt. We did mine some out from this section on the north wall. Get that little piece filled in. Let's go take a look further south, see how this is coming along. Looks like we can get this filled in a little bit. Might be a little while before we get to that piece. Let's increase that speed. Let's get this mined out. Let's put in another slope to go down another layer. And let's take a look at our graveyard. Looks like we have to assign graves here. We have, looks like this whole area is assigned. We got to work on this other section now. Alright, plenty of space. We just got to wait for our day shift to start filling in these graves. Okay, before we assign any more graves to be put in, let's see how our people do with what is available. Alright, this is repaired. It's open. Let's take a look on the inside digging here, see what we can assign. I'm a little bit worried about some of this stuff falling. Let's see if we can dig out some supports. Let's dig these out. We'll put in some soil here and we'll get it put in the space right above as well. Give it some stability there. Might be easier to just dig out all of this extra dirt. Make it a little bit easier to see what we're dealing with here. Okay, we can start mining away that clay that's close to the wall here. Get this dirt here in the middle mined out. Just going to be in the way. Reminds me, I did make a note to get this stylized. We can get to that now. Right. Thankfully that is dirt there, we're not going to have to dig that out. Alright, still got a lot of bodies. Let's go get some more graves dug out. Still got a fair amount of wood here, over 1,000. We're not going to worry about getting any more trees cut down until after winter, I don't think, unless we run into a shortage. Alright. Well, it's winter. Let's get some of this installed. Get our people working on the inside. We'll set that to low. Get some ice put in there. Should be okay for our ice production. Alright, let's go take a look at those bodies. Still got quite a lot here. Now it's time to assign these graves. These bodies will be able to be put away. It's winter, I'm not too worried. Yeah, they're not going bad. Right now we're just worried about the animals eating them. Thankfully the cold winter will keep them preserved. Looks like we can dig out some spaces here as well. Let's get this started on. It's not too cold right now. Let's get these patches removed. We'll fill them with soil in the future, and then we'll do the other spots next to them. Right. Let's see. Let's get some night shift people to put these bodies away. Schedule a sleep. You know what? We'll let the day shift worry about the rest of the bodies. Managed to get a few of them put away. we have enough spaces. Let's go ahead and assign some more graves to be built. Put in some more plots here. Alright, let's go take a look at the inside here. It's been a while. We got these little holes dug out. We can get the soil filled in here. And we'll be able to put in the posts after to support that layer above. Looks like we can get that soil pit in. Then we'll be able to start mining this out. Just pause this for a moment. Now, our dogs can go up and down here as well as our people. Hey, some free food. Let's get that picked up for us. I don't want our dogs getting stuck here by having both of these sides dug out. See if we can get some of this dug out right now. Stop our animals from running across here. I wonder, were my people running all the way down there to go swimming, and then running all the way here just to go around this corner and fill in this dirt because they weren't able to walk across any other way? It's quite the trek they were making. Alright, we'll get that put in, then we'll start mining out a little bit more over here. Let's see, Hawaii's. Do I want to get you to mine that? No, Crystal, you're free. Can you not mine this? Can't find path. So we can get here. Can we not mine this? It's right here. Alright, looks like that was glitched out a little bit. Now I don't like you standing up here. Let's get you moved over. Let's get you mining away here. Eric, let's get you moved over here. Raymond, you as well. We'll get you mining on this. We'll get you mining on this. Make sure no one gets trapped in here. Let's send you around that way. Alright. Get you undrafted. Oh, this can be mined out easily now. We can set this to be mined out. Part of getting this side ready Means we have to mine out this extra bit here as well before we end up filling this with water. Let's get this mined out as well. Definitely be easier to see once all this snow melts. Winter's almost over. See if we can just build a little wooden bridge here. We'll make it easier to get to this other side. Dear mod, you know what? Let's not worry about you. It'll happen naturally. Right. This side is ready to be filled in a little bit. I got these holes in the ground. I thought about this as well, and how I'm going to be digging this out. I think I need to start filling in a little bit of soil here. I think what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to stand here on this, and then we'll dig this out on an angle. Then we can mine this away, stand here, dig this other piece out at an angle. I suppose we'll get rid of this at that point, then we can just stand here and dig these out at an angle. We'll see if that works. I'm a little bit worried I'm going to flood the whole map. Alright, Sibel. Sibel has joined us. Now, I'm not going to have too many prisoners left. I want to keep at least one prisoner. Just pause this for a moment. Let's see which prisoner we want to work on getting into our settlement next. No one is a night owl. Alright, Rob, you are the better marksman. We're going to be working on recruiting you next. In the meantime, let's take a look. Marksman 12, melee 18, no stars. Gonna leave you alone for now with just being a marksman. Range, no shields. Cap like everyone else. Winter, light armor since you're an archer, and then meals. Let's go set up your schedule. And jobs. Right, you like mining, that's great. Okay, we will have you be a steward and hauling first, crafting second. We'll have you construct after that, and then we'll have you mine. Then maybe animal husbandry after that. Okay, one other thing you need to take a look at, Rob here. Let's get you some shield. Let's get you a weapon. Let's take a look inside our keep here. See if we can get you something. Find shield. Steel. What kind of weapon do we have? Falchion here? Gold? No, let's not use that. Let's get this mace. Alright. It's good. Got that solved. Alright. Let's revisit. Where's our graveyard? The graveyard is over here. Alright, looks like we just filled in several of these holes here. Just slow this down a little bit. What are you doing? You're just idling? Thinking about what to work on? Alright, friendly visit, merchant caravan. Alright, let's increase that speed. Let's go take a look, see what we can get filled in here. Settlers are suffering. Alright, merchant has made it in. Middle of the night. Let's wait a little bit. Wait for our people to wake up so we can go trade. Looks like we're gonna have to mine a little bit into the wall here. Alright, it's morning. You're well rested now. Let's go barter. Philosophers of the Natural Order. Ask you about your travels. Spring is here. And let's go barter. Alright, they brought a fair amount of coin, so let's add that. Expensive components, no thanks. Wow, really just coins? That's all we want from you? Okay, well let's go and take a look at the most expensive things we have to trade, and we'll go down the list, see what kind of junk we find that we want to get rid of. Sturdy clothes, alright. More sturdy clothes, more sturdy clothes. They have quite a bit of weight limit here, so hopefully we can get rid of a bunch of this junk. We might miss a few going down the list, but that's okay, we'll get rid of what we can. Now that the prices are going down, we should start seeing more hats down here. We have a lot. I also want to get rid of a lot of these if we can. Got quite a bit of saplings just taking up space. Flaxseed, same thing. Got quite a lot. They're not willing to accept this yet, though. Alright, we'll get rid of a decent amount of hay. Can't believe we have that many. They're making a profit off of us, that's fine. We're getting rid of a fair amount of junk. A lot of these saplings we don't need. Seeds we don't need, hay we don't need. This will fund our prisoner reform program. That's maybe another prisoner we'll have. And let's go take a look. This is the bandit camp they just told us about. 19 away. Not too concerned about raiding a bandit camp right now. Just want to fortify our own defenses. Alright, well, that is the last thing we're going to do today is trade. Let's go put up these roofs, put up the trees. Time for the recap. Right, we were raided. We managed to put all the bodies away. Got these graves filled. We have more graves being worked on in this section here. Gonna be a little while before that gets put in place. But thankfully winter's pretty much over. We'll be able to start getting a lot more graves put in. And unfortunately for us, it's gonna be a little bit of work to expand our graveyard out now further west. We're reaching kind of the end of our hill area here where we had this plateau. Now we gotta start filling in a lot of dirt into these lower areas, as well as just mining all of this out before we fill it. So plenty of mining that we're gonna have to do, but that's gonna have to wait We made a lot of progress digging out this area for the tower on the northeast. Still got limestone, kind of rocky soil in this area. Hard to tell with the snow. Also salt here we got to worry about. And then further northwest of this, a lot of coal and clay here still to get dug out. We're almost done here working on the outside. We'll get this patched up shortly. And then the rest of that work will be done on the inside. A little bit worried about flooding here. Hopefully I don't have to mine away too much of this on the inside underneath this. And hopefully none of this collapses in the future. Looks like we got this soil put in, so we'll be able to start mining this away shortly as well. Alright, we got our defenses pretty much put in place now. Even though our moat isn't filled in with water, we have the whole trench dug out. They won't be able to get up close easily to us. They'll have to build a few ladders to get up to our wall and then start bashing away at that. I think the way I have these ramparts set up, no one's going to be able to build a ladder to get up here. So unless they destroy some of those with a catapult or a ballista, they'll be forced to attack our gate to get in. Otherwise, there's a chance they might maybe start trying to dig out part of this area here to get into our keep. Which, one other thing I was thinking about, to make it easier, I can just dig away all of this soil here, counterclockwise to get the water put in. Same with here, we can dig this clockwise. And that way the water will be at that level and we won't risk this level flooding. So I won't lose out on all of this food storage I have in case this floods here. Because then the water would be at this level, which would just be for all of our booze, our extra food storage that we're working on. Probably more food storage here. Actually, this is probably going to be more of an armory, similar to the level above. Probably just put more beeswax and tallow down there. Looks like we pretty much ran out of space here. But I feel like having the water at that level would look a little weird, having so much dirt showing. I'd rather have the water pretty much where it's set up now. Avoid digging all of this out. This would be a tremendous amount of mining to do. We'll see what we decide. We'll see how this operation goes. I'm a little anxious. We'll see. Hopefully we don't flood anything and ruin half the map. Well, want to thank you for sticking around and supporting the channel. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and drop me a comment. Let me know what you think. Criticism, compliments. Thanks. Have a great one. See you.